up? It is Waikiki to the Keys and everywhere in between. Jordan, show her what's up. Hawaii,
Shore to shore.
America, everywhere. America. That was last week. It was Memorial Day show last week on the road. What's up, T? How you doing?
Bro, hi. I love you. I'm not as drunk as I was last show, but I do have a Casamigos and soda in my hand.
You're about to be then, that's for sure. Oh, by the way, the shirt. I just noticed the shirt. That was from the conversation of last week. Holy Jesus.
As a surprise for you, me brethren, okay? Because we were talking about the Lauryn Hill concert, which I thought was 2006. It was 2007. I keep all my station shirt and all of the shirts from our events. The Lauryn Hill concert, if you guys did not hear about it, we went in on her showing up late and all kinds of shit from the last show. I decided to pull out my BobFest 2007 shirt from that actual event. And here's the greatest thing about it. Remember the story that we told about the 3 Sexy Guys promoters?
Yes.
They're fucking out here, bro.
They're Johnny
there. So what? This is one of the dudes is the one that we were talking about. Do you remember which one it was?
Galmichi. It was Galmichi, Johnny Mac. I forget the last one.
There, that's a better. Do you know which one it was? Johnny Mac wasn't the one who did it, I don't think.
I don't know. I
think it was the Indian guy.
Just for reference, she's not calling them 3. That was their promotion name. The name of the thing was 3 Sexy Guys. So
yeah,
it's like,
not sexy at all.
They threw the shows. Hey, Johnny Mac is amazing, man. He still does
Johnny
big
Mac.
events. Yeah,
Johnny Mac
he's awesome.
was there when I met Damian Marley and had a love affair.
Yeah. The bigger question is this.
Okay, wait.
Bigger?
That's Capleton. We talked about him. And then I think that's Sis and Nancy right there, too. And of course, Lauren. But, bro, can you believe I had to pull it out?
No, I want to. Well, that's the first time she's ever said that. No. How is it possible that shirt still has colors?
I never wear the shirt. I always said one day when I have a family and I'm married and shit, I'm going to put them in frames and put them on the wall. Yeah, fuck that. Life doesn't happen the way you think. They're in a fucking drawer in a corner. But are you surprised?
That is crazy. Yeah, 2000.
No,
I don't
right?
even remember 2007.
Do you keep... Oh, honey, too many drugs and too many women.
Do I keep the shirt?
Am I right? Yeah.
I don't know. No. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm there to work. I was there for the work.
Okay, so what were you going to say before I interrupted you for the 8 millionth time in 3 episodes?
I don't think I have any shirts left over. I don't have any.
During this program, I am going to be pulling some memories out, bro.
Okay.
Because again, real quick, if you're just watching the show for the first time, Keone Johnson and I were on radio together, commercial radio in Hawaii. So, many more.
There are people that have had children those children are having children.
You know how Hawaiians do, bro. They always called me, Hawaiians have a lot of kids. Like a lot of island cultures. Like seriously, I've been hanging out with Haitians lately. And mon ami. I'm learning Creole. Okay,
see, I can only talk about Hilo. And the only reason why is because it rains a lot there. So that's what I'm assuming.
Bro, it's island cultures for real. Like, it's just happier cultures. And I think there's a lot of there's a lot of sex. Dudes used to tell, literally, bro, we're unicorns. Because people in Hawaii be having hella kids.
I made it out with no kid. No kids, son. Yeah. So I know we weren't able to get all the stories that you wanted to get last show. So what was it you wanted to bring up? Was there anything that you wanted to bring up before we talk about my segments? So since it is shore to shore, what's going on over in the east side, over in the Keys of the West?
I would like to refer to a newspaper article.
Okay.
That is about fucking me.
Dang, that's right.
I gotta show you. We'll go to this real quick. There's not a lot of world shit that's not sad, but this was a big deal, and I would like to show you guys. This was fucking crazy. So I got interviewed as a musician here, and I didn't realize I was going to be in the actual, I thought it was going to be like digital. Shout out to Ralph DePalma and the Key Citizen. This is the Key West newspaper. I didn't realize I was going to get an entire fucking article.
Nice.
I talked about Hawaii. That was really cool. And I thought it was well done. And to date, we've been impressed. We've done that. We were in radio. I've done a lot of music, but to date, this is the biggest publication I've ever been in.
That is dope. I do
So
have
I
one
just
question
wanted
for you.
to share that. Sure.
So what is the practical use of a pink cowboy hat? Is it like when you're wrangling cows? I'm just
Here's what I think
curious.
is no, this is what's so cool. So my girlfriend Kim, who is such a
Okay.
beautiful supporter of my music and a real fan, she knows my verses. She listens to my music.
Okay.
She gave me that hat that night because she
All
wasn't
right.
going to be able to come. And she said, baby girl, she gives me shit to wear. She does that with all musicians here. So pretty dope. But what I thought was really cool is that my boy Sky created so there's so much local love happening in this photo. This was a day where I got extremely happy before I came and performed. And,
You are
and
happy.
happy. And I didn't give a shit what I was wearing, right? It's Heroes. It's like 90 degrees here. It's 75% humidity, by the way. And I wore the pants that my boy Sky, he started a clothing company called Haterproof. And I love how he got placement in
Nice.
this too. And I
It's
also
a
want to
win-win.
say, it's a win-win. I also want to say, and I talked about Hilo. I talked about Hawaii, obviously, 20 years of my life, the astronomy school. But I loved, and I had goosebumps with this, talking about the article with somebody today at the pet store, that I got to talk about Tupac, because Tupac is like where my inspiration derived from as a poet. I was inspired by Tupac. And the reason why I got happy about it is because I feel like nobody really knows who he is anymore. Like, he's dying away. You talk to kids these days, they don't know. So I had a moment where I actually almost started crying, where I just felt like I was doing my part and keeping his name alive to be able to put his name into a publication and bring it back around. You know what I mean? So that was cool.
I think it's always great when you see a younger generation learn about some of the greats, the legends that have passed and are no longer here. And
Absolutely.
I think the younger, what is it, Gen Z now?
Gen
right?
Z. Yeah.
The Gen Alpha. No, I think it's Alpha. They're
It's
learning.
Gen, not masculine. How about that?
No, but the
Sorry,
youngest
we'll save
one,
that for later. Okay.
the youngest generation is learning. And actually to be honest, they seem cool. Like,
Well,
they seem to
apparently
really
I'm a
embrace a lot
cougar
of
now.
stuff.
Apparently I'm a cougar now, so I've been around a lot of 20-year-olds. It's fucking weird. But I got to say something about the 20-year-olds, man, 20-somethings.
Okay.
They are smart. And I'm noticing that and really getting smarter. So I think when people put kids down, like I did, I think it's just natural, y'all, motherfucker. You don't know. Grow up, grow up. I tell them that all the time. You don't know what you're doing, motherfucker. You know what you're doing. Wait a second. You know what you're doing. I'm talking about life, by the way.
Okay. Yes. Life. We're
Not hot dogs on
speaking
face.
of life. That's for a different part of the show, or for the part that's the premium that you have to pay for later on her other page.
Speaking of, I wore my nice socks today for the Only Foots page.
Okay.
Is there a thing where people can like tip us like they do on those things where it's like, can you? All right, so let's get back to the show.
Okay. What's up? Okay.
This is Shore to Shore. We're candid. I know that we don't talk about politics a lot,
Yeah.
but I know how much you love Trump.
First of all, I'm going to edit that entire segment out.
No, you're not.
The fucking gone.
No, he hates Trump. That's the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
But he got indicted. And I don't know about it because isn't he running for fucking president?
Yes. Yes. He is. Yes.
So do you want to talk about that, or do you want to not talk about that? I'm here for it.
It's wonderful. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I want to talk about it. I want to know because I'm not really into politics.
All right. Yes. So he was indicted on every single damn count, which is awesome. Huge fan of all of that. It's not going to really change anything because in the Constitution, there is nothing in there, because there probably wasn't. I'm assuming they didn't have felonies back then. So there's no verbiage that says, hey, if you're a felon, you can't be president. So theoretically, if you're a felon, you can also be president. So it's possible. And it's kind of looks like he could. It would be fantastic and crazy and insane if the next president was a felon.
You don't think that
No,
this shit's not already insane? Oh, it's crazy out here, bro.
it's
Like I was
crazy.
saying on the last podcast, you got people lying out here on the street to get
crazy.
into vagina. You know what I mean?
If I told you, hey,
I'm not bitter.
the president is a felon, would you believe me? Would anybody believe you? So that
Well,
can't
honestly,
happen.
like look at Kim Jong
Kim Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un. I
Right.
apologize for that mistreatment of that language.
He's a dictator.
Yeah, so there's a lot of crazy shit that's going on. Nothing surprises me. I just want to live. How about that? How about them apples? I just want to live my goddamn life.
And this is why we don't talk about politics, because it's so decisive. It's so one way or the other way. And one side is a freaking cult. It's a cult. Okay, I'm sorry.
I think both sides are cults, to be quite honest with you. What I would really love
I don't
is for us
have
to
a
go back
side.
to living in goddamn teepee huts, smoking freaking tobacco off of the trees and weed off the trees, and having sex in steam rooms all day.
I don't think you would like that. I think you
I'm a
say
naturalist. No, I like to watch turtles move. It's slow. That's
Right.
how life should be. Slow.
So no electricity whatsoever. You're down for that.
I want apocalypto, bro. Because here's the thing, and I'm just going to really bring this up.
Wait, you want apocalypse or you want
Without-
apocalypto? That's two different
Apocalypto.
movies.
I want
You want-
apocalypto.
You want to
I
be
don't want
like,
apocalypse. Fuck that shit. I'm out. I'm not.
Okay.
This is why I have so much respect for people that fight for our country, because I will be like, bro, I'm going to go smoke a joint at Cabbage Beach in Bahamas.
okay.
Pete. But I would be like, I just want to go and enjoy my life. What was I saying? What's happening in Waikiki? I would love to know what's happening on the streets. Tell us.
Because it is summertime tourism, right? And this past year, it has been a downturn. I think there's like between 5 and 8% less people visiting, which I want to ask you, because you lived in Maui, right? So there was this weird time when the fires happened.
Yeah.
And it is, don't come to Maui because...
By the way,
Okay.
I think it's dope that this woman that I was having dinner with last night
Yeah.
at a girls' dinner was wearing a Lahaina strong hat.
Nice. I hope some
Like-
proceeds from that go to, or all the proceeds go to help.
Me too. And that's a really
rebuild.
great statement.
Yeah.
So I feel like Maui's just completely different. I can't even imagine what it's like now for that. Why do you think it kicked back in Waikiki?
To start with Maui, that was such a touchy time, right? Like when do you bring tourism? When is it okay to visit? I think that there was a lot of time and people were making plans. People usually make plans 2 to 3 months or 6 months in advance, maybe even further. And so maybe we shouldn't go to Hawaii, not realizing it is one island, and tourism is a big part. People that work at the hotels, it's this weird way of having to live with it.
Yeah.
But I think that if there was a way that it was more respectful, I think if people that visit, Malahinis, by the way, that's a good word. If you want to visit Hawaii and you want to know,
Malahini.
yes. So that would be, of course, a visitor, someone new, a newcomer to the island would be a Malahini. Whereas Kama'aina is me. He is still a Kama'aina.
I'm still Howley, no matter what I do. It's okay.
No, you're local. You're 20 years local already.
appreciate
But
that. I do.
But I think, I definitely think that there has to be a way to make it work together. And that's not an easy conversation. But when it comes to Waikiki, the prices of everything are just out of control.
I went to, so this is on topic.
Right.
I went to go get a coffee. This is everywhere, by the way. And
Right.
This is why I'm so afraid we're like on the verge of war, right? Because we just have no middle class anymore. I went to get a coffee the other day and it was $8. And I didn't even get soy milk, almond milk, all the fucking milks. And I actually said, did you just say this coffee is $8? That's like, I don't know if that's an old person thing or
It's an
what.
old
I was
person.
like,
It's an old person thing.
because I was like, no, because I like nice coffee. I buy $20 bags of coffee, but that's
The
making it
bag.
home cool. But
Right.
Thank you. What you got in that May. But that's what's happening. So I get that. And I think that's why I'm going to be hanging out on your couch when I come to Hawaii in July. That's cool. If you
Exactly.
clean it. Do you clean
Wait, you
ever?
can clean couches? No, you can't. You can't clean couches.
I can't even imagine what's on that couch. We should put a black light on that goddamn couch, bruh. I'm not even joking. Can we do that, please?
Can we not do that, please?
Okay.
But no, I honestly think it's almost at this tipping point where it's almost too expensive to come to Hawaii. But then I think that is where the problem lies. If you spend all this money to come here, you feel entitled. Oh, I'm going to get to do whatever I want. I paid to be here. I'm going to get to do if I want to touch a sea turtle and slap a monk seal, I'm going to do it, which is horrible. And you should never do that.
You should never do that.
You know, yeah. I think that if there's a way that make people understand and respect the islands, and maybe even more learning the culture, and that would maybe make it a little more accessible. Hell, maybe even discounts if you learn about the culture more. I don't know.
This is bringing something up for me. I was talking to one of my Haitian boyfriends, and he was Baz, c'est la vie. And he was telling me that this is interesting because this is in alignment because we're both on islands, different parts of the world. This is more Caribbean influenced. That's Hawaiian over there, but the Bohemians started fucking Key West. Whatever Ernest Hemingway lookalike wants to fucking say about that shit over here. That's the real. But it was interesting because he told me, and these are working individuals that come here and they're working their asses off. They're not just coming out here to fucking smoke weed and try to go live with Tantra if you date her twice. So the opinion was that, and I think that you just said it. You said it in a different way, and I love the connectivity of the sameness, shore to shore. That the people that are coming here now are coming here with a different attitude because it's money. And I asked him, I said, what do you think about the politics in Key West? And he's been here for 20 years. So that's local. So he said, and he's only like 22.
Hey, okay. Go.
Let me get to the story.
Yeah. A long fucking walk.
Don't edit this out. So he said that back in the day, the politics were different to where they had a lot of more cruise ships coming in, bigger cruise ships. So the people that came to Key West fell in love with it and had a different personality and the island attitude. So that because it was more affordable at that time, there was more money running through it, the tourism. So the Malahines, am I saying that right?
Close enough.
I'll get in trouble. Can you please sit?
Malahini.
Okay. Yeah, Mafia just texted me, so I had to make sure everything was good. Malahines. So the Malahines was different. The style of the people that were coming to stay were different. And I think that's a lot what you're speaking about in Waikiki. The people that are coming to have money, they think that it's theirs. They own it. It's not that lifestyle of, you know what, man, I'm going to make it work out here because it's cool as shit and I could still make it work out here. I live it like how I came out here. I came out here to be like part of it and hopefully kind to people and all that. Hopefully you think that. But I think that there's a lot of sameness there.
Okay, here, of course, we have the aloha spirit here, right? Which is caring for others. It's basically caring and giving a shit. I'm not just thinking about yourself at all times. Would you say that there's something like the aloha spirit down there in Key West or in
Absolutely. It's one human family. And I said something about it in this article. I did. Okay. And I'm actually going to quote my damn self in my own article.
Okay.
I said, it says, Grillo feels Key West is its own place after living in Hawaii, where there's a strong native Hawaiian culture that has difficulty accepting outsiders. The kindness and one human family here is amazing. Key West accepts everyone, and to Tantra, it's all about simplicity, character, individualism, and originality. So for me, living in Hawaii for 20 years, I still saw a bit of the disconnect with the locals and the non-locals. I think that's a big deal because there's so much history of the native Hawaiians getting their land fucking taken, and I do not blame them for that type of, you have that in you. You're from Hawaii. You know what I mean? My ex-husband, can we bring this up, please? Can we please talk trash on my ex-husband? Yes! Because this is a true story.
Like how she asked me. Go for it.
Again, he got punched. He got punched for being a white guy. in a club and not respecting the culture. You got to come in, you got to respect. And I also said, and it was by a Gracie fighter, I had to take him to the goddamn emergency room. And I even told him, I was like, bro, you're coming off with a little bit of ego. Go ahead.
What time in the morning was that?
It was 4 a.m.
It was 4 a.m. So
it was after an event that I hosted. It was a hip hop event. And it was, what the fuck was that nightclub called? The karaoke one upstairs.
oh my God. You're in Koreamoku, right? You were in Koreamoku.
No, it was above. Because it was a strip club that was behind it.
Strip club
Anyway,
was
he got
behind
punched.
it. Okay, yeah.
And it's too, it was going to cost us
Saigon
$6,000. I was like, you got $6,000 because I ain't putting you on my medical, motherfucker. Get your own shit.
You did not say that.
I did not say that. But I fuck him. By the way, I love him. Ryan, I love you. I hope you do
All right.
well with that bitch that hits you. Okay. So anyways.
Fucking off the rails once again.
Not edit this. But I do think that it, regardless whether it is Waikiki or anywhere in between or Key West, if you do not come in with respect to a new place where you live, especially in island culture, you are going to get kicked the fuck out or punched at 4 a.m. in a goddamn stripper nightclub.
Okay.
If you're going to walk up in there with your Philly ass attitude, go ahead.
If someone was to visit Key West, the Bahamas, anywhere in that region, what would you say are 3 tips? It's my first time. 3 tips.
One thing that always works for me is anytime I meet somebody that's a conch, similar to a native Hawaiian in Hawaii, a conch in Key West, I'll be like, thank you so much for having me. Thanks for having me. Like, I get it. I just want to make it better here. Especially if it's like a neighbor or somebody that you're working with that's a conch. Hey, let me learn about this land. Go ahead.
Is that an actual, is that what you call someone from Key West is a conch?
Yep.
Oh, in case you don't know this, the reason why she's saying conch is because in the 80s, Key West, this is true, tried to secede from the United States and made their own republic called the Conch Republic. It lasted a couple of hours. It wasn't a long time.
But it was enough time for them to create their own motherfucking flag.
They made their own flag.
They made their own motherfucking flag, bro.
Republic.
Okay.
Love that story.
That shit, I know, and I love that you love history. One thing about Keone Johnson is that he loves his history.
Do you remember where you learned that?
From you?
At where? Where were you when you learned that? Susie Wong's Hideaway, because they have that exact same flag in the outside.
They do? In Waikiki?
In Waikiki,
oh, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. That's crazy.
I told you that story.
Yeah, but
I told you that
I was probably drunk or high.
Yeah, you definitely both.
Absolutely. But that's cool. I'm still here. We're still with it. Okay. I would very much like to move on to some relationship stuff.
Okay, here we go.
This isn't a personal thing. I'm opening it up to everybody.
Okay.
We all know that I can't make anything work. So we all know I'm too much woman for somebody. So due to personal situations, I find it so interesting that someone can dump a person and continue to follow them on social media. Stalker. My style is, so it made me want to pose the question, what is your style in a breakup? What's your social media breakup style? Do you block? Do you try to remain friends? Do you really the two? Do you remain friends, unfriend, or block?
So we actually asked this question, right? We asked this question on Facebook and we got some responses. So what was your responses? What did you hear?
First, I want to give our responses.
Okay.
What do you do in breakups?
Gosh. The weird thing is when it comes to relationships, I literally have not been in a relationship since social media.
Ever?
I think my last relationship ended in 2004. So it was pre-iPhone. That's not to say I've been on dates, as I have, but it's just I just haven't. But I guess there are people that I'm not friends with anymore. Females that I'm not friends with anymore. I don't block them. Now, if I go back to my former relationships, I can tell you my first girlfriend, I would have blocked 1,000%.
Depends on the relationship.
Depends on the relationship. Depends on the person. Depends on the relationship.
But I do feel like your style is more of aloha. This is what aloha is really about, y'all. It's about continuing to keep that love inside of your heart. Even if somebody fucks you and then you're still a friend. It's true. Can I tell you that I love you for that?
Love you too.
You have always been that person. And that is something about you. That is why you're here right now. You know what I mean? Because you're that person with people. It's just beautiful. Okay. I asked the question, do you block, stalk, or remain friends with an ex? What's your style and why? I like the first one from Linda Marie. She said, keep him because he'll make a new Gmail and you won't know. That's some stalker shit though, man. And that's true, man. That's why I don't like the motherfuckers that show up. Bro, really? Come on, you've done that probably. You probably have 85 Instagram accounts following all your fucking exes. You're that guy.
What you're talking about.
I'm joking. But that's true. A lot of people say they like to stay friends, and I like that vibration going throughout this planet right now. I love what Autumn Smith said. She said, I don't block, stalk, or remain friends. I just moved on with my life without them in it. Okay, but here's the thing. And I heard that. But here's the thing. If they're stalking you, how do you keep them out of your life? You might have to block them.
Well, why would you care? To me,
because there was love there, because there was a connection. Yo, haven't you heard that if a woman ingests cum from a man, I'm being serious. Wait, let me say this as politically correct as I can.
Okay.
If a woman gives a
fellatio,
fellatio, and swallows it, okay, which I have no problem with, by the way.
Right.
Okay. Depends on what they ate.
I love how earlier before the show even started, she's like, we got to keep it clean. But
I never said that.
I was swearing. You were like, you were going to try.
Yeah. Swear because my father's going to watch. Sorry, Dad. Love you. But if you swallow, that they say that the cum actually becomes a part of your DNA and even has been found on the back of your eye. Like it becomes I'm seeing all of my exes, right? With all of their DNA chain. No wonder why I'm having vision problem.
What is that ride from Disneyland? The one with all the different countries? What is that?
It's a small world after all. It definitely fucking is in my dating world. After all, it's a small world after all.
You make a good...
It's a small world. Just looking for a good one, man. I told my girlfriend, I said, if I got to date all of them to find my one, I will.
You're going to check to make sure.
All right. Somebody said, so a lot of people said depends if you're friends.
Yeah, it does. It does.
My friend Roseanne said, eeks, I would say about 1% of exes are my friends still. I only block the ones who are super unhealthy and wouldn't leave me alone or want to be nosy. If we ended on cool and mutual terms, we're cool. If not, they go in the you don't exist in my world box.
That makes sense.
I like that.
Can
I tell you my style? Yeah, my style is I like to remain friends. I like to have peace with people at the end of relationships. It's very strange to me to be in bed with somebody or somebody be inside of my beautiful meat sandwich. And
I'm hungry.
I'm doing that for my father's sake. And
I don't think that helped.
And then all of a sudden, you're walking down the street, you don't even know the person. Excuse me, you were inside of me, sir. But we're just going to pretend like you were all up in me. Like, it's just fucking weird to me, bro, when you can go from everything to nothing. So peace is important. However, if there's psychos, if it hits psycho, like February, and you think that they're going to come in your house and kill you, or and this is not even a joke, bro, that I got into some toxic shit. We all have to sometime. Every one of yours. But then I'll block. If there's and for me, psycho is you can't even go to peace at all. Because I'm willing to fucking try anything to get to the peace. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
I will say this. Tia is one of the reasons why I'm glad I never did have a daughter. Because if I heard my daughter say things like my meat sandwich, I think a little part of me would die.
Did you up?
Little girl.
By the way, side note, Keone Johnson had the most illusionary view of what a woman should be in his life. And fake tit, young, all this shit. He had a list of all this.
I still enjoy augmented reality or improvements, if you will. I have no problem with that.
One time I put on your freaking video game thing, and it was a porno. We know. But it's true. What's that thing called?
VR.
VR. Yeah, that's what I'm calling you out.
VD is what called your side.
Oh.
VD. Oh.
Yeah. But now you've changed. We talked about this.
Yeah.
I asked him. Yeah. Like young women, you're like, now you have a heart. You grew a heart all of a sudden.
It's weird. It's just, if you're under the age of, if you're in your 20s at all, do not see you as anything but a little child that I want to make sure you're safe. I might have
happened with me.
I might have. Well, yeah, we're both opposites.
Now we are. We switched page because I used to like older, a guy my age. Fuck you. I'll go for 60s, bro. I'm here for it. Like I don't have daddy issues.
See, now you said that your DMs and your mailbox is going to be filled now with requests.
Hopefully it's filled with something that has fucking integrity. That's all I care about. But I just want to say this. Youth is making a comeback. I never thought, and here's the thing. It's because I'm highly immature. No, I'm joking. It's because...
No, it's true. 100% true.
No, it's because I have a lot of energy. I'm an entertainer. I do music. I have to be out late. It just works. I'm starting to see the 6-year-olds, something, whatever, like all good. But
we're asleep.
Sometimes I can't go to bed at 10. Yeah.
No, I might have been at a strip club. Maybe it's a possibility. Could have happened. And there was one or two younger dancers. And literally, I was more worried about their safety and security than anything else.
Can I just say that's so sweet? And this is a quote, and I've been practicing this quote for so long now, in the last couple of years. Let people change. Because people do change. I'm so fucking tired of this stigma of people ain't going to change. You can't change them. You can't change somebody. People do change because, bro, you were the worst when it came to expectation of female companionship.
Okay, wait a minute. My expectations are still what they were. 1,000%. Which is probably why I will
Would you bang me?
Single. First of all, we're partners on it. That would ruin the entire show. And that would also
I actually think it makes it better, bro. We're coming after Joe Rogan. Let's go.
And we stop with we have 28 subscribers. We don't even have
of that.
Yeah, we will. Well, we have something for you guys, but in a second here. But to answer that question, by saying that, you're gonna tell our followers, our listeners, that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, it has not happened yet. No, we're actually a very platonic relationship.
You've
seen my titties.
Mistake.
You've seen my titties.
Yeah.
Have you seen my badge?
Do we really want to? I don't think you really want to. No, that's not.
Wait, but look, I'm a hippie, guys. Like I get naked on boats out here on the sandbars every day.
Wait, you're a hippie? No, get out of here. We had no idea.
I wear deodorant.
Yeah. You're actually a classy hippie. She's a
Thanks.
She actually shaves her underarms, which is because
I do.
Yeah. Wait, how can you have the duality of both worlds of that? Like, how is it that you can be classy and a hippie at the same?
I want more ratings.
And we now have another We just lost a subscriber. We're professionals, guys. This is what we do. We planned all of this beforehand. This is completely professional. No, it's
Okay.
there.
We
You
just
go.
got 100 million subscribers. Okay, what were you saying, sir?
So I do have something to ask you since we're talking about relationship stuff.
Okay, let's go.
Facebook, and
Yes.
because I'm cheap and I don't want to pay for those dating sites, they've got a dating thing where you can actually, there's like a heart, and then you
Yeah,
can
I
like
haven't
look up
done
people.
that. I'm scared.
And oh, by the way, I never get any responses. But there's a part of that. There's a new feature that is the most fucking ridiculous shit I've ever seen.
What is it?
It's called Matchmaker. Have you seen this?
Oh, where like they match you up based on your shit?
No, it's dumber. It's the stupidest thing ever. You can select a friend to pick someone for you.
Whoa.
That's
Can I
fucking
just
re-
say I actually think that's cool?
That's dumb.
But I'm not going to pick a ghetto ass, drug dealing ass, whatever fucking fuck boy or fuck girl to choose a match for me. I'm going to choose somebody that I respect and love. And I think that could actually be pretty cool. I like to matchmake people. It makes people uncomfortable.
I
I
would
tend to
just
do
love-
that to people.
Okay, Tantra, can you tell
Yes.
anybody who's watching this, would you recommend anybody trying to matchmake for me?
Yes. And
Fuck
I
you.
and honest,
Are
no.
you insane?
No, bro. Can I be honest with you? Because it's good.
People change, but no, not a good thing. Don't. Wouldn't. That's the
Right, Chewy?
worst thing in the world. You guys don't want to know
So-
what she does at you at night, by the way. I've seen videos.
I sent you one. Did you sell that ass video I sent you? Okay, let's move on. So
So you think it's a good idea. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. Please, no one ever help me with that. Ever.
So here's the problem. I went on Tinder for like fucking week when I was here because I was married. I was domestic. You were at my wedding. I thought that was life. Like life changes. It fucking sucks. And then you got to roll with the punches. So I went on Tinder.
Okay. We can
And
ask them.
this is the first time. This was after my marriage. Yes.
Oh,
I'm a
I
loyal
want to
woman.
make- You
I am a loyal
mentioned
woman
the-
to
you mentioned
all
the
of
two
my
things.
boyfriends.
You mentioned the two things together. I'm just making sure. Okay.
All
Go.
right.
Finish.
Here's the problem.
Okay. What's the problem?
If you're in a really fucking small island, 2x4, that's our island, you know everybody, especially if you are a musician or you're a loudmouth like me. And I knew so many people. And it made me uncomfortable because I'm going to be honest with you. It looks like I'm out there and shit. I post a lot on Facebook. I post a lot of things. I'm outspoken. But the real shit that matters, the inner onion layer,
Okay.
you're never going to know about. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about that shit. For me, when it comes to dating, like on the low, on the real shit, if I talk about a motherfucker, let me be honest with you. It's not because I don't really care about him. It's not because I know it's going nowhere. If I do like you, then it's going to be off the table. Legit, because I got that kind of respect. It's a Sicilian thing, maybe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I didn't like how it was everybody could see. I like anonymity in that inner onion layer shit. Did you not notice that? Have you been on dating apps in Waikiki? Same kind of thing, but it's way smaller in Key West, bruh. Way.
I tried it just for fun. It doesn't work for short guys, and especially someone who's my age.
Dude, I'm seeing
Dating
somebody
app-
now that's 5'2".
Dating apps works for
Down
people.
there isn't, though. Huh?
Dating apps work for taller and younger. That's for sure. 110%. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, no, man. I do see an influx of really tall men on dating apps. I've done my fair share of dating, not fucking dating over the last few years. And I've seen an influx of extremely tall men on apps. And I think that's really weird. I'm 5'4". How tall are you? 4'11"?
Yeah, 5'7". Let's choose them.
Okay. Okay. What size are your shoes?
11 and a half.
Oh, it's not bad.
That means big sock.
Anyway, I just don't, that's weird that Facebook has that. I would get into that, but not somewhere. Honestly, bro, I would turn on my Hinge app when I was in Dallas or when I was in another city because I don't like people knowing that real shit. Like, I'd rather go over there and handle my business. And by the way, everybody's fucking crazy everywhere, by the way. Everybody's fucking crazy and psycho and have problems being honest and lying to bitches to get them into bed. Okay?
See, I would never do that. Anyway, moving on. You know, you mentioned earlier about the contest. Yeah.
So, exciting news for Shore to Shore. We have a contest that we're excited about. $200 is on the table. $100 out of my pocket, $100 out of his pocket. And here's what we're doing. We're giving away the keys to the city.
Get it? Keys, Waikiki, Key West.
Key to the keys. We are looking for 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes. Yes. So what we're going to do is
go ahead.
Basically, once we get up to 100 subscribers, we're going to get all those names. We're going to put it in a hat. We're going to first buy the hats, and we're going to pick one winner in Key West, one winner here in Waikiki, and we're going to give you guys some cash. Basically, we want to make sure you guys know that we love you guys, and we
appreciate you. We're committed to you. I'm going to go stand on the street and get that money. Keone Johnson's a baller.
So we're at 28 right now, I believe.
We're 28.
So I'm bad at math. What is that? 72? Yeah, 72.
We need 72 subscribers, and then we're going to give away the cash. And we're going to do it seriously. Like, this ain't, we don't give a shit. Like, we keep shit real over here. Okay. So we're going to throw the shit all the names into a hat, and we're going to pull it out live on the air. And we're going to give 2 people $100, which is the key to the city. We're going to give y'all key to us.
So basically, how many cups of coffee would that be, you think? What?
4. 4 cups these days.
4 cups of coffee is what you can get.
I actually looked at that girl and I was like, why? That was fun. And then I walked out and I felt so stupid. I was like, oh my God, I was that bitch. I was that bitch. Oh my God, I was that bitch. I make good money. Like, I do well for myself, but it was more of like the principle and shock of a fucking bean. It's like, do I get a fucking blowjob with that coffee?
Some beans are more expensive than others.
As they should be. So, I got the DM of the week.
Okay.
DM of the week.
What's up? What's the DM of the week, yo?
Down in the DM. It goes down in the DMs. This one was really great. So I wake up in the morning.
Okay.
I'm out there. I might look okay. I don't know. I work on myself. I'm getting up there, but I'm good. So I wake up to a DM.
Okay.
From one of my old radio fans who I've never met in person, to 4 unsent messages. Unsent message, unsent message, unsent message. That started at midnight, 1:30 in the morning, 2, 4 a.m. At least the dude had the audacity to unsend them before I saw them in the morning. But that to me is the best one because there wasn't even any words and it said so much. Silence says so much sometimes.
When you saw it, was there a timestamp on when they were unsent or they unsent all together?
Ooh, I have to look for that. Hold on.
Because was it like, oh, no, it's because I was wrong? Or was it, I was wasted. Holy crap. I sent all that and one mass unsent.
Okay. 12:43 p.m. Whoa, this was p.m. to a.m. 12:57 a.m. and then 10:05 a.m. I want to cover this guy because I actually really like him and I don't want to call him out like that. But wait, hold on. I have to do this.
That's professional. We're professionals.
But do you see all the unsents?
Yeah.
You can see it, right? That to me is pretty freaking killer. I just thought that was hilarious. I did. That's my DM of the week. There will definitely be one next week as well.
Okay, so
one?
DM of the week right here. Would you like to save on your insurance? Insurance person. That was mine.
Can I just say that's really nice of them for doing that?
Yeah, you're
You know,
welcome.
like,
You're welcome.
people actually care in your DMs. People send me dick pics in my DMs.
Hey, they
So
can't.
I would fucking love it if somebody messaged me and said, "Hey, Tantra, can I help save you some money on some damn car insurance?" And then I know you are a creep because I don't even own a fucking car.
Oh, so what did we learn this week?
I'm done.
You're done?
No, I love you. What did we learn this week? Okay. I learned that I will never trust a man again.
Lie.
I'm just kidding. I've learned that men can be 20-something years old. I have learned that. What have you learned this week?
I've learned that we all just got to care more for each other, care more about the places that we want to visit, treat people the same way you would treat anything else, with care, with consideration. Hey, I'm being the voice of reason. You're the crazy one for once, and I am the voice of reason.
Voice of reason. 100 subscribers. We're giving away $200 cash, guys. Please subscribe. Please share the podcast. We're coming after you, Joe Rogan,
Stop.
with my fucking gloves on. I want to feel those punches.
Can we get to forget to 50? You're allowed to do it, to say that and make that face again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Shore to shore.
Shore to shore. We love you so much, guys. From Key West. Wait.
From Waikiki to the Keys and everywhere in between.
In between.
Aloha.
Aloha.